Growegy Table View was designed with our spreadsheet lovers in mind. It's a great way to track your planning, to make sure that you're keeping on top of your budgets and your leads versus your projected leads. When you're in Growegy.com, you'll make sure that you click into the planning feature. In the planning feature, we have 3 tabs across the top for calendar, table, and analytics. We'll be focused on table. For the table view, when you click into it, it does look a lot like an Excel spreadsheet. It does break everything out by program type, so we have each of our headers for those types here, and each of their programs listed beneath it. Over here, we do tally up your projected leads, your actual leads, and your budget for each of these types. I can toggle with the date view, so we can look at this for a week, a month, or a quarter. And each one will change the view depending on what you choose, and will allow you to toggle between your dates over here or click on the circle for today's date. Over to the right, we do have a search tool for you. This is the only place within Growegy that you'll find this search tool, so if you're looking for something very specific, this is the best place to do it. Next to our search feature, we do have a filter built in as well. If you click on the filter, there are 3 sections you'll fill in. The first section is going to be telling it what we're searching by. The next one sets a rule for that search, such as contains, doesn't contain, is not, is empty, is not empty. And the last section is assigning a value. So for this one, we'll say name contains, and let's go ahead and put mental health here. Now, once we fill that out, we can click Apply Filter, and it'll filter for items that only contain mental health in their name. The other thing I can do with this filter is I can save it for later, and I can give it a name. So we'll say mental health for the filter, and I can save that. Now, if I clear my filter, we'll go ahead and clear it right now. I can go back into that filter. We have that saved one right here, so I can automatically filter by it, or I can add an additional one and create a new one. You can add in additional conditions as well. So maybe you're looking for name contains, let's say mental health, and we also want to find ones that the owner's name is Lucy Smith. We can apply that filter and we'll only see things that are owned by Lucy Smith and contain the title mental health. And again, I can come in here and save this additional filter, and we'll say Lucy mental health. And we'll go ahead and save that filter. Now I can clear that filter, and I have that here as an option to choose from. You can also download this to an Excel spreadsheet by clicking the 3 dots here, or you can upload directly from Excel by clicking the same spot. To the right, we do have the yellow plus sign that you'll see in your calendar feature as well. The yellow plus sign allows you to add in a new program or a new campaign. If you're not sure how to set up your programs and campaigns, make sure you go over to our help section down here in our feature panel, and then we do have our tutorials listed here. Here you can find a tutorial specifically on calendar entries that'll walk you through each of the steps to set those up. We also have a tutorial there specifically for program types. These here are your program types, and they help to sort out your views. So make sure you watch that as well. That way, when you're customizing your program types, you know which parts of the program are going to be impacted. Now, right beneath the yellow plus sign, we do have our View tool. This will allow you to remove things from view. You slide the toggle over to remove the sections that you don't want visible. You can remove as many of these as you'd like and they go away, or you can click right here on Select All to get them all back. The other thing we can do to change the view is you can drag and drop your columns to reorganize them if you want to look at this in a different way. So keep in mind you do have access to customize this to your preferences. For each of your programs listed, if you want to see the task list under each one, you can hit that drop-down arrow, and here's my task list. Now I can check things off directly from this window. I can also come in here and update my dates if I need to. And you can click into the program itself to open up your program card if you would like to see the standard view. Underneath each of your program types, you're going to see the option to add new. I like looking at this in the quarter view because it makes it really easy for me to scroll through and see where I have a lot planned for my programs, and also to identify where I have gaps in my planning. For the ones that you have gaps, you can click the Add New button directly underneath them so you can create a new program and fill in those gaps, or you can click the yellow plus sign to the right to add in a whole new campaign and a new program. You also have access to your unscheduled directly from the table view. The unscheduled is a great place to store your templates and your ideas for the company. So if you do notice a gap in your planning, you can come in here and open one of these up and change it to scheduled. That will help fill in those gaps. If you're not utilizing templates at this time, we do have a tutorial on templates that you can go visit to help you set those up, and you can always reach out to your account manager to help you with that as well. You do have those same options within here. You can hit those drop downs to see all the tasks associated with this. I can add additional tasks to this by clicking Add New, or you can click Add New at the very bottom to add an entirely new program. Again, in here, you can go ahead and click into it to open it up if you want to see it in the more traditional view, but you are able to make changes from here. I can add in campaigns, I can change the budgets, the actual leads, the projected leads, the status, and I can even assign things out if I'd like to. So if I hit that drop down, I can assign things out and set my due dates. If we go back into our scheduled view, I do like having this in the quarter view. It's great for planning. You can see exactly what you've got planned for your company for the next quarter and how you intend to grow it. You can review your projected budgets as well, and you can keep track of your leads and your projected leads to make sure you're staying on goal. I often will use this for potential investors. You can come over to that view tool and remove the things from view that you don't want to share with your investors. And then you can simply use the three dots to download this to an Excel spreadsheet, or you can print it. This will show how you plan to grow your company over the next quarter. Now remember, if you do need any assistance with this, you do have access to our help section here where those tutorials are. We also have our support desk listed here if you can't remember who to reach out to. And then you do have full email access to your account manager and one-on-one consultations once per month where your account manager can go over any questions that you have, perform a live demonstration for you, or help you to set things up the way that you would like them.